Hey y'all, I'm Emily,
And I'm Marla.
and we want you to mansplain hockey elsewhere. So, I'm gonna let you go first with the playoff results because I'm still not ready to talk about mine.
Well, let's go start with the West, I guess. So the Golden Knights did finally close out that series against the Avs. They won the series 4-2.
Yay.
Actually, their goals, they had 20 goals in the whole series, and the Avs were close. They had 18. So, I mean, obviously it doesn't matter like
The
the
Avs
whole
did get a
series won, but
lot in the very first game, though.
yeah. And it was, well, that's that other kid that's not Flurry was in that game. That's why. Um, because Flurry came in, got the L in overtime, and then got the wins. Got 4 wins. I'm pretty sure in a row, if I remember correctly. So that's how he do.
Go Flurry.
Um, yes, and I'm very excited for him. And sorry to, I know we have several friends that are Avalanche fans, so sorry. We're all in the same boat now. So,
Yeah,
but
we're
we're
all losers here.
we should have known that. But
Put that on a t-shirt.
we really should put a pin in that one. Um, and so the Knights moved on to the next bracket, and the round two in the North also finished out. The Canadiens swept the Jets 4-0. That was a very boring series, I thought. I'm sure a lot of Jets fans don't agree.
Yep.
But and it's weird because the Canadiens are not even great. You know that like meme that's like the three dragon heads and one of them, like two of them really fierce and like one of them's just like derpy looking. I saw a
Right.
lot of things like the final four or whatever with an extra dragon head, and it's just like the knights and like the lightning or whatever, and then the little Canadians is the derpy one, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I guess some people like history or something. I don't
it's
know.
because Winnipeg is cursed. We talked about that before.
We did, and I feel like we make the curse even more obvious when we brought it up.
Yeah, we might have done something there. The Canadians had 14 goals in that series, and the Jets had a whopping 5. So that's not
Oh,
going to win you a series, and sometimes that won't even win you a game. So I guess work on that offense next year. I guess we all need to do that.
yeah, yeah, we do. We do. So God bless. You know what? I'm just gonna go because neither of us like either of these teams. Islanders won 4-2. I mean, I don't hate the Islanders. I just feel like everyone hates Boston.
I am more freshly angry at the Islanders, but
Yes.
as far as a long-term grudge, and I'm a Cancer, I will hold one forever. I definitely hate the Bruins more as a whole.
Right.
So, I mean, I'll get over it. But I would have been upset if the Bruins won too. So, I mean, there was
This
not a
was like
good
a no, it was
outcome.
a no-win situation.
Exactly.
Like
Either
you
way, I was
kind
going to be
of
like,
like
oof.
it's actually makes the Penguins look better because the Islanders won because at least y'all lost to a or winner.
Yeah. And if they go on and
Um,
win it all, which I don't think they're going to, but we could at least be like, hey, we lost to the best. So, I mean, that kind of gives us second place. Where's our participation trophy?
yes, it's 2021. I need a participation trophy.
Exactly.
But the Islanders, so it's like Boston took the first one, then New York, then Boston, then New York, and we're like, oh, we're gonna go back and forth. But Islanders said, no, I don't want to do that.
I said,
And then
I'm
they went
tired.
2-4, and they won 4-2. So, um, I mean, yeah, I don't have a lot to say about that. Because I was very focused on the Canes because they were still in it, and then they found themselves determined to break my heart. So when we recorded last time, we had lost 2 games at home, and we were going to Tampa. And honestly, I didn't know if we'd take any in Tampa, but we did win game 3. 3-2 in overtime. So I was very proud of that. I was
There
like,
you go.
oh, maybe we're coming back. No. Also, and I don't think this is a coincidence, our rookie goalie who is doing really well, Nedeljkovic, they call him Ned. They announced on Twitter that he is a pineapple on pizza fan, and then the next day he was replaced in the goal. So I don't think that's a coincidence. Like someone out there.
That is pineapple discrimination.
Yes.
I
And
will not
people
stand.
really do hate pineapple on pizza, so I feel like it could happen. But I was also kind of curious why Mrazek wasn't in there the whole time anyway, because he's like the veteran. But they put him in, and so we won the one game, and then of course we lost two more. So we lost 4-1 in Raleigh. Is when we got eliminated. Yeah. So that sucks. Our power points were atrocious. We only got 5 power points in 5 games, and we scored on. In the last 3 games, we scored on one of them. One power point in 3 games. The Lightning got 11 chances and scored on 6, so they're better than 50%. Which, quite honestly, on all the teams we've covered this year, I haven't seen a 50% power play goal. Like,
y'all had a lot of penalties too. Apparently.
Yeah, we're good at getting penalties. We're not good at capitalizing on others. So maybe that's something they can work on in the off season. Work on their offense and not being quite so defensive personally. Like, because I feel like we react, and you know how like your brother would hit you, and then you'd hit him back, and you're the one that got caught. Let's not do that, Canes. But basically, like, if you look at the stats, they're pretty even for both teams through every game. It's just like we had tons of shots and they didn't go in. And the Lightnings did.
That damn net moves around sometimes, I swear.
It really does.
Those freaking posts. Ugh. Yeah. Enemies.
So, there's always next year when I'll understand more of what's going on. That's probably what they were waiting for, because I wouldn't be able to appreciate it as much this year.
Yeah, that's true. They listened to this and they're like, you know what? She ain't ready quite yet.
Right.
Next year.
And we can't be like the Golden Knights, who I'm going to talk about later, and like win our first year. Like, I can't do that. That would just be depressing. So, because it's all downhill from there.
That's true. Yeah, the bar gets set way too high, and then you're just set up for disappointment. And honestly, who needs that? So
right. Who needs that? It's like the Red Wings. They used to be good, so they think they should still be good, and they haven't been in like a long time.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, did you know Gordie Howe was Alex Trebek's favorite hockey player?
I did not. That's cute.
Yeah. I learned that today, catching him on old episodes of Jeopardy.
Oh.
So, I look forward to Jeopardy. Do you have a hockey game you're looking forward to?
Well, I'm going to continue my Fleury fandom and root for the Knights coming up this week.
You stole mine.
I'm sorry. It's gonna look. That's the only one I care about at this point, honestly. Yeah. After the Islanders get eliminated, I don't really care as far as the East, that South goes, or Central, not South. But so the Knights beat the Canadiens 4-1 yesterday. Yesterday. And they play again Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So I will be tracking that. See how they do. I'm kind of, maybe not a sweep, but I'm going to say in 5. Because, again, back to that Derby Dragon. They're not going to get too far.
I'll say Golden Knights. I really think in 5, but we can't say the same thing, so I'll say in 6. I don't think they're going to sweep. Like, everybody, I mean, look, we even got lucky in Tampa. Everybody gets lucky sometime. So I picked the Golden Knights too. 1, because it's something I found out about their name, which I thought, but I found it out. But then I don't want the Islanders to win, because it's my loyalty to you.
Thank you.
Even though you want to lose to a winner, but still, like, it's still too fresh.
Yeah, not that bad.
And I don't want the Lightning to win. And I definitely don't want the Lightning to repeat. And I don't want a Super Bowl trophy and a stupid Stanley Cup and maybe the Commissioner's trophy for baseball, because the Rays are doing pretty good. All in flipping Tampa Bay, Florida. What has Tampa done to deserve this?
Tampa Bay and LA are killing it the past couple of years. And
And I'm a jealous bitch.
these damn big markets and your
I
money.
know. I
It's
don't
not
like
fair.
it. Also, might need to drink some of the water from one of those two cities. Maybe that would help change my life around.
There we go. Might.
Yes. But so I'm going to watch the Golden Knights and hopefully they win. And I probably just cursed them. So I am very sorry to the city of Las Vegas. But they don't actually play in Las Vegas.
Oh.
They play in it's still on the strip, but it's called Paradise.
Oh, nice.
I found perfect.
Isn't the Vegas Strip like 2 miles or something? Like crazy for one street.
Yeah, but it's like, well, I mean, there's actually a lot of Las Vegas, but most people never see any of it. Yeah, you know, there's an Air Force base out there too. I had a friend move out there for that. But anyway, that's unrelated. So most people know the Golden Knights, and I think we touched on this when we talked about the expansion draft, were the last expansion team, the first one since 2000, and they started in 2017 to 2018. Part of the ownership group is the Maloof family, which if you're a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fan, you'll remember Adrienne Maloof. Anyway, it's her ex-husband's family. They also used to own the Sacramento Kings, but I guess they dropped the Kings and picked up the Knights. Who knows? They, in their first year, they set a playoffs record with 13 wins in the Stanley Cup playoffs, the most ever for a first appearance.
Because they stole good damn players.
So can't wait until the Kraken go all the way in their first year and make you look like chumps.
I'm saying, man.
But they beat the Kings, Sharks, and Jets on their way there, and it kind of sounds like a West Side Story now that I read that out loud. We do it all here. We do musicals too. They were the first major sports team in Vegas, which of course now like the Raiders are there.
Yeah.
So like, I think Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. I think we've talked about this. Like, I think it would be fun to like go like, obviously to gamble and have all those things, but then also like catch a game. Like,
hell yeah.
If they ever put an MLB team out there and go see like the Braves or.
Honestly, they should. Vegas seems like it's becoming a really good sports town.
Yeah, or like the Canes. I can go to Raleigh any day. It's like an hour away. Let me fly to Vegas and watch you.
Hell yeah. Do the Raiders play like in the city proper, I wonder? Or I wonder if they're in the outskirts also.
I don't know. Not a football pod.
Should
But y'all want that for next year, so maybe if we'll give you our Patreon link later. So anyway, their first signing was this kid named Reed Duke, who is still a prospect in the AHL.
So sounds like a kid from like Friday Night Lights or something.
Yeah.
Reed Duke.
Yeah, but they signed him to a 3-year contract. So anyway, his name went down in history for that. They won their first game they ever played over the Dallas Stars. Nice. On October 6, 2017. Like you said, yes, they got to steal all the good players, but also, who knows? Like, you can't do a scouting report. You've never seen these people play together.
And who knows, these guys are going to mesh, you know? Right. So it's still a feat, for sure.
I mean, we've all seen teams of all-stars that haven't done well. This year's Lakers. Anyway, so I assumed the Golden Knights had something to do with the Army. Which there was this whole trademark thing, but he chose the owner, one of the owners, whose last name's Foley, went to West Point. So he chose the name Knights as an ode to his alma mater. Oh. So that's cool. And he chose gold because Nevada's the #1 gold producing state.
Wow.
So.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, right? Because I knew they had all those silver mines, like, back in the day.
Yeah.
That's how Nevada, like, got popular before Vegas. And in 2020, the Golden Knights organization, which kind of sounds like a mafia family, but that's how it was worded, bought the San Antonio Rampage, moved them to Henderson, and then renamed them the Silver Knights. So they're kind of like the AAA hockey team.
Oh, okay.
They're the Silver Knights. Like
another
you're not
hockey
quite a
or something.
golden knight, but you're silver, so like you're almost there.
The bronze ones are just like, God damn it.
Yeah, the bronze ones are probably like in Reno or something. I don't know. Henderson might be Reno. I don't know. Las Vegas or Nevada geography. But I just thought that was cool. Like they seem to have done a lot. Like you just became a team 3 years ago, then you're out here buying other teams. Like boss.
Yeah. Got that championship money, the sales from all the merch and stuff.
Yeah. And I actually think Jimmy and Jake did a video outside the stadium, like when they went to Vegas for winter meetings a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Apparently it's an interesting venue, but like, yeah, I want to check it out. So, Golden Knights, hook us up next year. Okay.
Yeah, really.
Thanks. And where can they find us to give us those free tickets I'm begging for?
Well, you could always DM us at MHE Pod Trio on Twitter, Mansplain Hockey Pod on Instagram. Our individual accounts are Braves Ashlyn, Braves Emily, Braves Marla, and our Patreon, if they would also want to donate that way, we would take that.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/mansplainbb podcast from our baseball podcast. If you haven't checked that out yet, interesting. That one's definitely gonna be going longer than this one because this one is probably, playoffs. So check us out there if you like baseball, and if not, you should start listening to us over there. I think that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I think we plan to come back next year, obviously, but like hockey
And
off
we will
season,
have
I've
our
never
shit
lived
together.
through a hockey off season, but
As far as
I'm
I
not.
know, they're still going to start on time.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's not going to be a long break, but we will have our shit together as far as getting Apple to accept us.
Yay!
They just don't want to this season. So we'll have that together and we'll be a little bit more put together by next season. So, but in the meantime,
And
baseball.
then I feel like the Canes and Penguins are going to face off in the Stanley Cup champion. I don't think they can even do that. I don't know how the seeding's going to go next year.
Unless they change all the brackets around. Which, hey, fuck it, why not? Do it.
They should, just for us. And on that note, we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.